If you're a fan of basketball, you may know defense is the key to winning games. All coaches have different styles and like to use different types of defenses to just win. I grew up playing basketball and I understand all the defenses and how exactly to play them. But today I'm going to talk about the two main defenses, that is the zone defense and the man defense. My first topic I'm going to talk about is the differences between zone and man. In a man defense, players have a man and you have to play defense on that particular person. I saw on a coaching website a man named James Jales said, "Man to man looks like a zone defense, but you will always have someone pressuring the ball. This defense can potentially cause a lot of turnovers. It just speeds the game up, makes you run the floor up and down. Now, the zone defense slows the game down and makes the other team have to make shots from the perimeter. It makes them have to shoot threes. And if you're not a good three-point shooting team, then the zone defense is good. In the zone, defenders have to guard a particular spot on the floor. Also, there are several types of zones, such as the 2-3 zone, the 3-2 zone, and the 1-3-1. The 2-3, you have two people on top and three on the bottom. The 3-2, you have three people on top, two on the bottom. The 1-3-1, you have one on top, three in the middle, and one on the bottom. Now I'm going to talk about why teams use zone. Zone slows the game down for teams who like to speed the game up. It also makes teams shoot more threes, which, once again, if you can't shoot threes, then you're going to struggle playing against the zone. So if you can't shoot, teams are going to run a zone. The team's always known for running a zone was Syracuse University. Coach Boeheim always recruited players that were long, about 6'7" or taller, to just run a zone. He recruited to the system. They were considered the lone pioneer of the zone defense. Michael Carter Williams was a good example of this. When they recruited him, they put him on the top of the zone so that he would also pressure the ball in the zone, and he was long enough to steal passes from the opposite side of the court, which is pretty amazing for a zone defense. That's why they were considered the lone pioneer. Now I'm going to talk about why teams use the man defense. Teams use man to pressure the ball and to speed up the game. I know I've said it 100 times, but that's what man is. It speeds up the game. James Jales said, "Man defense just makes the game more exciting for people to watch. Like when I'm watching it and I'm watching a zone defense, it gets kind of boring because it's slow. Everybody's just dribbling. Takes forever. 24 shot clock. Takes too long. Now, the man defense, it displays talent and competition. Like, you have to be pretty talented to play man defense, because I know it's hard to play man. Now I'm going to talk about which defense is seen most. Now, according to iSport.com, the teams with the most athletic defenders usually play man defense. This allows them to put pressure on the ball and to lock down hot scorers. That's true. Man-to-man defense, when there's a scorer that's scoring a lot of points, you usually put a man on him so he stops scoring. But nowadays, teams are so athletic to run a man defense 90% of the time. Like, they recruit ridiculous players that are just ridiculously athletic. It's crazy. Now, in conclusion, the zone slows the game down and the man speeds it up. We all know that. I've said it throughout this whole speech. But the coaches love the man defense because it gets players ready for the next level, which after college is NBA. Therefore, man is definitely the most common. But when it comes between man and zone, in the NBA, you still run both. In the NBA, it's more man because the NBA, they're professional athletes. They are more athletic. They can score. They can play defense. They can do all that. So that's why in the college level, coaches want to run a man to get them ready for the NBA level, which is pretty amazing to me. Yeah, that's the end of my speech. Kyle McKinley.